Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Dale. Today we're going to show you guys an interview with another longtime employee, Kevin Landers.
I'm Kevin Landers. Been at Preferred Airparts, started my 21st year yesterday, Wednesday. What I do at Preferred Airparts is shop foreman for the structures department. Been doing that about 3 years now. 2 years. Seems like 10. You can edit that. Yeah, I've worked in aviation 25 years. Started at a small company in Wisconsin, American champion, building small two-place tube and fabric airplanes. Yeah, what motivated me to get into aviation was my father was a mechanic for the United States Air Force during World War II in the South Pacific. And he talked often about his adventures in all the islands in the South Pacific. And it just piqued my interest in doing what he did. It took me quite a few years to get to that point. I had other careers before that, but I always enjoyed aviation as a child. So, before I started at Preferred Airparts, well, out of high school, worked in a gray iron foundry in Orrville, Ohio. I realized that even though it was a family business, it wasn't the business I wanted to be in. And went to school and became a law enforcement officer, worked for Ohio Department of Natural Resources for about 10, 12 years and decided it was time to do something else. The biggest challenge to date working at Preferred Airparts was transitioning from being a hands-on mechanic, A&P, to supervising a group of individuals that are striving to be A&Ps. Not actually getting in and doing a lot of the hands-on things, but trying to talk the crew through some of the projects. And sometimes it's surprising how easy that goes. Other times it's surprising how difficult that can go. But for me, I'm more of a hands-on guy. I guess that's another reason that aviation was something that I enjoyed, because it's a lot of hands-on. And with that aspect, a lot of it being removed, it has become a challenge to be an observer, I guess is what you want to call it. So, my advice for someone looking to get into the aviation field, and I will deal with the preferred aspect of it separately, but my thought on somebody wanting to get involved with aviation is go to school, get your training, but the learning actually starts when you get in the field. And you have to have an open mind, and you have to be willing to actually accept the advice of people that have already done what they're asking you to do. And it seems like you should be able to come out of school and have all the answers, but education hasn't started till you pick up a rivet gun and a buck bar and have to work that close with other people. That's where the education really starts. As far as working for Preferred, if you come into the job and you don't have a servant attitude, because of the mission statement of the company and what they see as their role is in the world, if you are in it for yourself, you won't be a good fit. I think my goal, since I've started at Preferred or in aviation, is to turn out a product that is safe, airworthy, and it's something that when a customer receives it, they'll look next time for another part or another service, whatever, and decide, yeah, the stuff I've got before is top-notch, and have no hesitation to go back to the same source, to Preferred Airparts, as a repeat customer. I believe my dream aviation job is doing what I've been doing. I would love to have been able to work on some of the airplanes my dad worked on back in the 40s. The closest we've gotten right now are the DC-3s, which were around back then, and in many ways that helps fill that need to do that. Would it be easier if the airplane was newer, or we had the parts available and not have the challenges that we have? Sure, but in the grand scheme of things, it's amazing. There's a lot of people in aviation as A&Ps that would love to be able to work on a DC-3 or something in that from that time frame. So yes, I think I'm there. Yeah, my hobbies. I guess part of my background has been in firearms from an early age as well. I enjoy reloading, shooting. My hunting days have pretty much gone by the wayside, but I still enjoy firing a firearm and getting out and doing a little bit of that. A hobby that I've had for the last 25, 30 years is I make my own beer, and it's pretty good if I have to say so myself. I have friends that call regularly at the house, and I've enjoyed that. Also, who I am, and this may be contradictory to my last like, is I like to think of myself as one of God's servants. I take great joy in helping people when I can. Attending Mass regularly is who I am, and I inherited, I believe, that from my mother. God rest her soul. How has Preferred Airparts changed since I started? The company has expanded building-wise, facility-wise, quite a bit. Personnel has changed some, but there's a lot of familiar faces that have been here quite a while. Preferred Airparts, as I see it, because the industry is changing, a lot of the projects we worked on in the past are, the 3 and 400 series twin airplane parts, the Cessnas. I think we own most of them, and they're on shelves in one of the warehouses here. So we've expanded into the DC-3, which has been a challenge at times. Enjoyable for the most part, frustrating at times. And some of the caravan stuff that has been done over the years has been, it seems like it picked up quite a bit as well. As far as other changes, obviously, just since 9/11 and the COVID, things have changed in the industry profoundly, and I think Preferred Airparts has done really well in keeping their business alive and being on the forefront of the aviation industry. So something that customers might not know about Preferred Airparts that I really wish that they did know would be exactly what we do here, as far as the attention to detail, the research that goes into putting a piece back together, and the craftsmanship that actually is involved in the end product prior to even painting. What they don't see under the skins or under the fiberglass covering or whatever. There's a lot of time that went into those parts. And there was technicians and craftsmen that worked on it, that's what they do. That's their job every day. Again, this is Kevin Landers signing off. Thanks for being associated with and a customer of Preferred Airparts. We enjoy and appreciate your business.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know Kevin a little bit, hearing about what his experience at Preferred has been like and what inspired him to get into aviation. Have a good weekend. Stay safe.